When people are asked what they think of when America pops into mind, some people might probably say something like fast food, McDonald's, all that stuff. Some people might even say fat people and obesity. Some people might even say something like football or sports. But one thing that pops into my mind, or the first thing I think of when I think of the word America, is guns. Guns are a touchy subject, mostly because of the mass shootings that have been happening recently with the mosque and schools and some stuff. So I understand that some people may not have a good opinion on guns. Some people even want to have them downright removed. But what I'm here to say is guns should be kept by the citizens. And why I say this is because criminals, criminals are criminals for a reason. The reason why they're called criminals is because they do things illegally. So if the government takes away guns, let's say, what's going to happen is the criminals are still going to get guns. Why? Because clearly the law was not stopping them before, and so any law that's passed banning guns from anybody will pretty much just hurt the citizens, which means now the citizens are defenseless. And I mean, they could probably carry knives, even though that's taking a knife to a gunfight. So the criminals are still going to get the guns illegally, and now you have defenseless citizens and clearly more dominant criminals, hence no no resistance. Uh, Guns can be in the right hands. Guns can be used for protection. That is a thing. We can't. Most people can't wait around for the police to show up, because in any bind, no one knows what might happen in the time it takes from the call to the time they get there. So people have guns just to be safe, and just to make sure that they are kept safe. According to Inquisitor.com, there was a story of a boy, a 15-year-old boy in Houston, Texas, who was home alone one day with his 12-year-old sister. And there was burglars basically attempting to enter the home. What the boy did is he went and got his father's rifle and fired at the criminals. What happened is the criminals were needed to be taken to the hospital, and the boy and his sister were safe. This is just one case of a situation that was prevented, or that was kept from escalating due to the person having a firearm to defend themselves from any intruder that tried to break into his home. This is one case where a gun saved someone's life. And while in a lot of cases it's probably used to end somebody's life, maybe with criminal acts, there are cases where it is used to help people. One thing I gotta say about it is taking away guns, unfortunately, will not decrease crime. Like I said earlier, with the taking away of guns means defenseless citizens and criminals with guns. So less guns does not mean less crime. More guns does not mean less crime. So therefore, what is the point of taking away the people's guns? If the crime will continue or get worse now that the criminals know that people aren't don't have guns to protect themselves. So that's all I'm saying. So we need to keep our guns. And some people are going to say no, but you got to understand that people want to protect themselves. You may not care about having a protection, but they do, and they want to keep their guns. So just be a little bit more understanding of how people are feeling when it comes to protection. They got families, things to lose. And so, yeah. So thank you for listening. Guns should be